Wondering how to get started with a newsletter? Newsletters are great for sending info to your users, whether it's for educational purposes, news that your brand is growing or releasing a new product, or boosting your blog posts and articles. It's a great alternative for email newsletters because the open rates are much higher. For email, it's from 10 to 20%, and for Messenger, it's from 80 to 95%. So let's get into the tutorial.
Our newsletter plugin, and this is the way that it looks. I know it seems like it has a lot of things to do, but trust me, we're going to fly right through them. So first of all, you should enter the title of your newsletter so you do know which newsletter is sent out to the correct people, and so you can make a base for the subscribers that want to know about a specific type of product or on a specific topic. So let's just say that this is going to be about water. Okay, the first thing that we're going to have to do is build our welcome message, then configure the response when the user decides to subscribe, configure the response when the user doesn't want to subscribe, and of course, allowing the user to unsubscribe is also important, thanking your user for staying with you, and thanking your user for their time after unsubscribing. These are the things that we have to configure. So first off, we're going to build our welcome message. The welcome message is what they see when you start off with the newsletter. So if you're sending a notification to them about this option, then this is what they're going to see in their chatbot, or in the chat in general. Okay, so for the welcome message, I'm going to write down, so would you like to subscribe to our newsletter about water and its health properties? And the next thing that we have to configure is the yes button and the no button. So of course, this is pretty straightforward. It all depends on if the person decides that they want to take part in this newsletter, if they want to read it, or if they don't. So I'm going to write yes, of course, and no. The next step, configure the response when the user decides to subscribe. This is going to be the response that they get once they press the yes button right over here. So I can say, thank you, we'll send out the newsletter every Monday, for example. The next thing that we can do is configure the response when the user doesn't want to subscribe. So if they pressed no right over here, this is the message that they will receive. Okay, that's too bad. Let us know if you change your mind. And that's going to be the message that they receive. Now, if the user, after a while, decides that he doesn't want to participate in this newsletter anymore, or if he wants to unsubscribe and subscribe to a different newsletter of ours that's more interesting for him, or anything like that, this is the message that they will receive. So if someone did say yes, that they are subscribed, then they are subscribed, they get newsletters, but they also get this message though. So thank you for being subscribed. This is pretty much what it's about. And the unsubscribe confirmation button is if they want to unsubscribe. So are you sure you don't want to be a part of this anymore? Sad face. Something like that. And after that, you have the buttons. So the yes and the no button after this question about unsubscribing, and someone can just say yes or no. This all depends on the situation and, of course, on what the user is feeling at this moment. The next thing that we have to configure is thank your users for staying with you. So if they decide that they actually want to be subscribed still, then they will get a message that is thanking them for staying with them. So I can say thank you for still being a part of this. Okay, so that's going to be the message that they receive after they actually think about it and say that they actually still want to be subscribed. After they, Okay, so and the last message that we have to configure is thanking your user for their time after unsubscribing. So if they pressed the yes button that they do want to unsubscribe, this is the message that they will receive. So thank you for your time. You can always come back to us in the future. Something like this. And this is the message that they will receive. And after that, you have your whole newsletter configured. So all you have to do now is save the changes and you're done. Thank you very much. Happy Chapatizing.